I'm broke. Broke. Not the first time. Hopefully not the last time. I'm tired of it. Every freaking day I look at my bank account and I'm broke. And I'm like, okay. I've been interested in online marketing for a long time. And I'm like, well, what can I do to help people and help myself stop being broke? And I'm like, well, I could create a journey where we go online and figure out how to make some money with online marketing, and that's what I'm trying to do. I'm just researching it, and it's every time I try to research online marketing, it's like overwhelming. They're talking about, oh, so you got to do this social media marketing, you got to do that, uh, pay per click, keyword research, all this stuff, and I'm like, well, I could watch these videos all day long and not do anything, and just keep on watching, binge watch. It's kind of boring, so I decided to just start. And the way I started was is I came up with a channel name Our Marketing Journey because it's like a journey that you're probably on there with me. You're probably watching this because you're like, I don't freaking know how to do any marketing, and I'm like, I don't know how to do any marketing. And actually, if you know how to do marketing, please tell me how to do marketing because it's it seems like there's a lot to it. But I would think that it's not as hard as it sounds, although we'll find out. My goal right now is to bring in on online residual income source so that I don't have to be broke anymore. I do have my pension from the military, so that's kind of nice. So I don't have to worry about being on the streets. So at least my basic needs are met. That's kind of a blessing from above that it keeps me from having to live in a tent, which is probably what I'd be doing right now if it was trying to figure things out on my own. A little backstory is I've been in Bitcoin for years and lost all my money. Well, I didn't. I don't want to say I lost money because I always made money, but I always sold at the wrong time. And this time during the crash in 2020, during when COVID first came out and everything crashed, Bitcoin went down to like $5,000. I bought 10 Bitcoins, and I'm a veteran. I suffer from like issues in the head. I'll just say issues in the head, veteran. PTSD. I'm a combat veteran, and and I went to the psych ward for 3 months this year or last year during the beginning of COVID because I got so mentally ill from the stress. And while I was in there, my ex dumped me and sold all our Bitcoin at $9,000 a coin. I was like, you got to be crazy. I didn't want her to sell. I didn't want her to do any of that stuff, but she did, and that's probably a good thing. No, it's not a good thing, but at least it motivates me to work my ass off instead of sitting on $500,000 right now. Probably actually think it's more than 500,000. And with what I know about cryptocurrencies, I could have leveraged it up. Probably had a portfolio of 1.5 million right now, but nah, it's okay. I've already spent over 2,000 bitcoins in my life, so I mean, if I would have saved all my bitcoins, it would have been easy street. But for some reason, I like punishment. And I like to punish myself. I like to hurt myself, financially all the time, and I'm tired of being broke. So, what's an opportunity for me that I could see? I did a lot of research. I was like, oh, I could write books. Well, I've written books, but then you have to market the books, and I'm like, well, I don't know anything about marketing, and my previous book sales on Amazon were like zero, and it's because I don't market. I don't know how to market. I know how to create a website. I know how to I understand the idea of keyword research. I understand the idea of social media marketing, but every time I start doing it, I get overwhelmed. So this whole process right now is to create a channel that will bring in subscribers and bring in, hopefully, bring in some money. I'd like to at least have enough money to pay off my debt that I got into a couple years ago, and you know, just get through it. We could get through it together. And if you know anything, please tell me any advice, any advice you might have for me. I'm all ears. It's something I can take with open arms. Learning anything new is always good, and I want to learn new things. And I'm tired of, like I said, being broke. So, and probably if you watched this far, you're probably sitting there thinking the same thing. You're tired of being broke too. So we could work together or work separately. I don't know, but I would love to make some money and stop talking about making money. So we're going to explore all kinds of different avenues on this channel as I research and go down the rabbit hole of making money online. I bought the website. It's ourmarketingjourney.com. Don't bother going there today if you're watching this today. Maybe a month, 2 months from now. I don't know. I'll be posting articles because that's what you're supposed to do. I'm not going to do it right at first. I'm going to teach myself as I go along, as I'm a person who likes to self-teach and figure things out as I go along. See what works, see what doesn't work. And, I was looking into all the different niches. I think that's how it's pronounced. And, people were talking about, oh, yeah, do a pet business, pet niche, or lawnmower niche. I don't know. Just different niches that can, generate a lot of interest. And I'm not interested in that. I'm just bored. I'm bored of that. I've always had an interest in making money, though. So I might as well make a channel that's going to have one of my interests in it, as opposed to pet business where I don't really have all that much interest and I'll get bored to tears. And when I'm bored to tears, I'm not going to try to do that. So I'm tired of doing things that make me bored to tears. What'll happen is in the past I've had up to like 20 websites at once, and they all got like 2-3 articles. I've had 10 articles on a website before, and as I've researched, it's takes a lot more than 10 basic articles to make any money. So I want to just write articles and create YouTube videos and just maybe build a little community that have the same plight that I have, the same problems that I have, the problems of making money with online marketing. It's been a problem for a long time. I've actually tried, like I said, I've created websites before with the intent to make make a money doing online marketing, and of course the follow through is the most important thing. And how are you going to follow through if you're not interested in what you're writing about? Well, some people can, and I salute them. And I'm just going to keep creating videos and seeing if anybody takes any interest, and I'm just going to keep posting my $0 per day income until I have that first day where I'm like, hey, there's a sale, or I made $1, and I'll be excited about that dollar, and we'll follow that dollar, and maybe it'll lead to more dollars. I don't know. I'm just going to keep trying to make money online and try different avenues. So I have no idea where this is going to go, because it could go any direction. It could go up, it could go down. What am I saying? I know I'm still new at talking to the camera, and I've gotten better than I used to be. I just figure that I talk to the camera like I'm talking to another person, and one of the ideas I have for doing this channel, it's kind of the purpose. The purpose of this channel is really to find like-minded people, and maybe we could all brainstorm together and figure out how to make some money. I know I'm not the only one with this problem. Actually, everyone I know has the same problem, and I know the problem is follow through, creating more videos every day, creating content every day, creating content that people like. And I don't know what I'm going to create. I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm just planning on just following the trek from zero to hero. Hopefully not 0 to 0. I actually have pretty good faith that I'll be successful as long as I follow through. So probably the most important thing to do is to follow through, is to make progress every day, make progress, make posts. Even if it's one post a day, I mean, that's 365 posts over the next year. That's pretty good. Yeah, so thanks for watching this video, and I don't expect you to like or subscribe, but if you do, I'd appreciate it. Press the bell button, click all, make sure you get any of my updated videos as they come along, and who knows what I'll do. I'll probably tell stories about myself, and as you heard, I was in the psych ward. I've actually been to all the fun places. I've been to war. I'm a combat veteran, served in Kosovo back in 2001 when we captured Slobodan Milosevic. I had a hard 20s with my mental health, and I ended up going to jail for 2 years. So I could talk about some of those stories too. I could talk about the psych ward. Those are just minor things in my life, and other things I've done. And that's quite an understatement. Those are major things in my life. And another thing I could really think about, talking about is my successes in business, and how I have a really bad habit of every time I make money, which I think is a lot of money, I blow every penny. I think in 2017 I made about $200,000 off Bitcoin. In 2020, before I went to the crazy house, I made $50,000 in Bitcoin. Yeah, there's been a lot of times I've made a lot of money. And then next thing you know, I'm at the beach house renting. I should have saved up the money and bought a beach house. That would have been way cooler than renting the beach house for $400 a night and just watching the markets go up and up and selling. I looked at my history on Coinbase, and I saw that. I was like, oh wow, I sold 5 Bitcoins right there for $1,000 a coin, and I thought that was good money back then. Now 5 Bitcoins is worth 300,000. But we can only start from today, and every day is a new day. So today I'm starting to do this journey, this journey, hopefully together. It'll be quite a journey. I'm gonna record different things that I'm doing, record things I learn, write articles about things I learn, and yeah, so that's basically the gist of my first video. And like I said, if you want to throw a dog a bone, like, subscribe, share, whatever you want to do. I'm not expecting it on this first video. Actually, I'm not expecting it for a while, but if it happens, it happens. All right, y'all have a good day, and take care now.